Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the homestead. Obviously I'm in the workshop and continuing our overhaul of this workshop. Behind me is chaos, and then to the side of me is prettiness. So if you're watching this, you've probably already seen me make all these cabinets and everything behind me. And today in this video, I'm going to make a set of shelves. Well, I think in English we call it a cubby hole shelf. So basically, the shelves, it basically be a square, an oblong here. I've bought already the wood. I bought one piece of wood and I split it. I didn't video the splitting of it. I literally run a track saw halfway down it, so it's split into two planks of plywood. And here I've got an offcut here. I've got an offcut from doing these cabinets, which I'm going to use as some uprights. And then I've got all the brackets, hopefully, to be able to fit it all today, I hope. And then it'll be done. I thought I'd make a nice little video on its own. So I'm going to switch now to video and time-lapse, and you're going to watch me make it, and I'll talk through what's happening and what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. I've got a rough idea of how it's going to work, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, so when I said I've got a rough idea, what I meant was I just came out to the workshop and said, I need to build some shelves. What have I got? How can I do it? With a rough idea in my head. And I saw the scrap wood, and I bought the piece of wood when I was out and about, knowing the length that I needed, but not really the depth. And that worked out fine because I knew that the length of the hole that was there. So anyway, here I am. I'm preparing those. These are the uprights, 3 uprights that will set the distance between the lower shelf and the higher shelf. Just finishing those off with some sandpaper. And then we'll start to put the cubby hole shelf together with some glue and brad nails. It was really nice to use the workshop desk that I built in the previous video to be able to put this shelf together. It made life so much easier. Here I am with a nail gun, which again was a bit of a game-changing tool for me. Makes life a lot easier. I'm putting in the middle divider now, and divider stroke upright. Just checking that it's perfectly straight. Again, you need to measure on the outside to get the nails in the right place, otherwise they won't go through correctly. And then just putting this final upright in. Just use the clamp to help me. And then go the nails. Then we need to put the top shelf on. Just make sure everything's true and straight. The back, obviously the back of the shelf doesn't particularly need to be exactly right because it doesn't abut against anything apart from the 3 uprights. You've got that space between the back of the shelf and the stone wall. My tape measure is broken now. It's my favourite tape measure as well, and it's really accurate. So that's why it's all unwound, so it's a bit frustrating. I should have to hunt for a new one because I bought this from England to Latvia. Again, just doing the holes, getting the line right for the nails, and then they're in. And we can probably offer it up and just check. In principle, it's okay. Okay, so you just see me made the shelves. Make the shelves. I want to put something on. This is the back. This is the bit that will go against the wall. I need to put something here. I've thought about a big backing first of all, and that needs me to run off some strips of plywood, which I don't particularly want to do. So I've got this cornicing piece, finishing piece, which I think is used to make beehives. But anyway, my thought is to put a tiny little piece of this here, little lip at the back, so that if when stuff's in there, it just gives you a little warning, like, you know, if you keep pushing me, I'm going to go off the edge and down the back. So but the option's still there to have bigger stuff sticking, just utilising this space if I want to. Yeah, I could recess the cupboards and have them sat closer, and that would look very cool, but I don't want to do that. That would be a bit of a pain, but clever. So I'm just going to cut these two bits, and I'll probably squeeze fit them in here with a bit of glue. I haven't got any nails for the nail gun pins short enough to use that, so it's going to have to be glued, but that'll be fine. And then I think we can put it up, really get it up, clamped up on the wall, and start doing the supportive fixtures. Okay, so on with the we'll put this strip on at the back to stop things falling off the back, and as I said just now, I just simply cut it so it's a very tight fit, and held it together with some glue and just some clamps until the glue set, which worked fine. An odd assortment of clamps, but nevertheless it worked. It did sort of show me where I was maybe lacking with a few. I'll have to get a few more. And then it was time to get the shelf up. So it kind of sits on that lip a little bit. The idea of this is to utilise, my thinking was to utilise a bit of physics. So obviously it sits on that lip no problem at all, but it wants to lean forward. So we need to give some support underneath with a very strong this bracket with a right angle, with the triangle support. But my thinking is, because it sits on the lip, we only need one of these, and then what we need to do is give support above. So obviously I pre-drill the holes, and that screws back through the plywood into one of the upright joists, and use the impact driver to drive in some pretty big screws there. And then to hold it to the actual shelf, what I'm doing is I pre-drill upwards, and then on this side, the top side, I will then countersink it. And I have to fiddle about a bit with the countersink to get the right, and then I drill downwards so that there's no mess really. The plywood doesn't split or anything like that. Well, not really split, but just look leave a bit of a mess, and then just clear that up with sandpaper, and then those screws fit in nicely. And then at the top we're going to put some very large brackets to hold this shelf back up against those upright supports, those joists. No, not really joists, are they? But so we'll put that in, put some big screws in, screw that tight, and then the shelf can't lean forward, and it sits on that lip underneath on that one bracket. I think one bracket will be enough. If I need to put two in, I will do later on, but I think one bracket will be fine. And then we'll just screw that in. I didn't want to put the second bracket in because I wanted that freedom of movement underneath, to have as much movement as possible where the tools are going to be on the wall, and I'm going to put my hand in and out. And then last of all, I just wanted to smooth off this corner, because it's the place where I'm most likely to swing an arm, my head around and just catch that corner. So I just wanted to round it off. And this is where I didn't want the bracket here, because of having, moving about and everything. There we are, all done. Okay, all done, finished. with a couple exceptions, maybe I need to change the hardware under here. The bolts were too long, but I used what I had, so next time I'll get some more of those. The question is, do the boxes fit? Because that was really what I was thinking. So there's these are the biggest boxes of these. Yeah, I do, just about. So if I've not quite worked out what I want to do with this area yet, but I wanted the shelving storage. Obviously it won't fit two above, but I could fit one, or I think to be safe, I mean it's pretty sturdy, but I'd probably only put less heavier stuff. I don't really want to put another divider here, so something not so heavy up the top there. Maybe a single row of these, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, all done. I'm happy with that. Nice little corner there. Considering, I mean, I bought this this piece of wood, which, for those of you wondering, that was 20 euros. It was 1800 by 650, I think, something like that. 12mm ply, and these were scrap bits. So yeah, nice little shelf that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and being part of what we're doing. Lots more stuff like this, workshop stuff, homestead stuff. Of course, gardening season's around the corner. And yeah, give us a thumbs up if you liked any part of this video. Any comments, advice, criticisms are always welcome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video very soon.